Hi, welcome to the Pre-Snow History Hub. This is our third video and it's about the Black Death. So, dealing with the Black Death between 1348 and 1349, so don't get this confused with the Great Plague in 1665. In 1348, a new disease reached the shores of England and it had quickly spread from the Far East along trading routes, as you can see on the map below, arriving in Sicily, which is just off Italy, in 1347. It quickly spread across the whole of Europe. It was probably spread by flea bites, although there is some recent evidence that suggests it may have also spread through the air. The main symptom was buboes, which was swelling in the armpit or groin filled with pus. Once caught, it was unlikely you would survive more than 3 to 5 days. At its height in London, 200 people were buried every day, and contemporary accounts estimate that a third of the population of England died. Where a plague spread, it was common for half of a population of a town or city to die. The Black Death is the name that was given by Victorian historians to the outbreak in 1348. So what caused the plague? When we talk about causes, we talk about what people thought caused the plague at the time, not what the actual causes were. So this is what people believed in 1348. So one belief they had was religious or supernatural beliefs. So people thought God had deserted mankind. The Black Death was a punishment for the sins of the world. So some people actually believed that it was the end of the world. Also, in 1345, there was an unusual positioning of the planets Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, and some astrologers actually blame this, the alignment of the planets. There was also natural beliefs, so impure air was blamed, miasma. People believed impure air may have come from poisonous fumes released by an earthquake or volcano. And then there was some other common beliefs in Europe as well. So some people in Europe blamed the Jewish population. The Jews had been expelled from England in the 13th century, but not the case in England. People heard lots of conflicting ideas about what was actually causing it. So how did people try to prevent the Black Death? So again, supernatural. So the main advice was to pray to God, go on a pilgrimage and make offerings to God, or by showing your sorrow to God by whipping yourself. Large groups of flagellants wandered the streets of London chanting and whipping. So natural prevention, escaping the plague was the best advice. Guy de Chauliac, who was the physician to the Pope, advised people to go quickly, go far, and return slowly. People also believed it was essential to carry a posy of flowers or fragrant herbs and hold it under your nose. This helped avoid breathing in the miasma. There was some other common beliefs, so much like the physicians, people did not know what was causing the disease. However, they stopped visiting family members who had caught the plague. And then finally, government action. So local authorities did act. New quarantine laws were put in place to stop people moving too much, and people new to an area had to stay away from others for 40 days. Okay, how did they try to treat the Black Death? So again, by supernatural means. So the main recommendation was to confess your sins to God and ask for forgiveness through prayer. There was some natural cures as well. So to begin with, physicians tried bleeding and purging, the same things they would usually do to treat a humoral imbalance. Unfortunately, this did not work and seemed to make some people die more quickly. Physicians or surgeons sometimes lanced off the buboes, so chopped them off. Sometimes those whose buboes burst survived. So common beliefs. People would have gone to confession and prayed as well as seeking traditional cures like bleeding. However, it quickly became clear that neither priests nor physicians were capable of curing this disease. Okay, thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pre-Snow History Hub.